Hi, this is Becca, and this is TriTutoring's lesson on solving equations. For the first equation to practice, I have 14 plus a equals 10. My variable here is a, so my goal is to isolate the a, which means I want to get it by itself. Now, if there are multiple steps or several terms to move, then I would want to work my way closer to that variable. In this case, there's only one term with the a. I have 14 plus a. So how do I cancel 14 plus? Well, I would need to subtract 14. That way on the left side, I have 14 minus 14, which is gone, cancels out. I bring down just that a that's left behind, and then 10 minus 14 gives me -4. And that's my answer. I figured out the value for a. Now I can always check my work if I plug it back into the original. So I think that a should be -4. So back in the original equation, I can replace a. Instead of having 14 plus a, now I have 14 plus -4. And I let that equal to 10, and I see if it works. Well, 14 plus a -4 is 10. It's like 14 minus 4. So it did work in the original equation. That way I know I'm right. So on this next one, notice that my variable has changed. I'm solving in this case for b. I have b minus 3 all over 4, and it's equal to 7. Well, I want to get b by itself, so I have to work closer to b. And actually, the further thing away is that 4 on the denominator. To cancel out the divided by 4, I need to multiply by 4. So to cancel out dividing 4, I multiply 4. And now I can bring down b minus 3, and 7 times 4 makes 28. Now to get b by itself, I want to get rid of that -3. So I am going to add 3 on both sides. -3 plus 3 cancels. So the only thing left here is b, and 28 plus 3 is 31. That's my final answer for b. On our next equation, we have 2p minus 5 equals 3. The variable in this one is p, and I want to work my way closer to p. That means the first thing I want to get rid of is actually this -5. -5 is further away than that 2 that's connected to the p. So to cancel a -5, I need to add 5 on both sides. That means I can bring down this 2p, and 3 plus 5 is 8. Now that I have 2p on the left, 2 is actually multiplying by p, and to cancel out a multiplying 2, I need to divide 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 cancels out to make a 1, so I just have p by itself, and 8 divided by 2 makes 4. So my final answer for p, isolating that variable, gives me p equals 4. So on this last one, I have 3q plus 7 plus 2q equals 12. My variable is q, but I'm not really ready to isolate yet because I have more than one of those variable terms. I actually want to combine like terms as my first step here. So on this left side where I have 3q and 2q, I can actually add those together. Because I have 3 of them plus 2 of them, altogether that makes 5 of those q's. And then everything else stays the same. So it's 5q plus 7 equals 12. Because they were already on the same side, I'm not using opposites and I'm not trying to cancel. I'm just taking their actual values and putting those together. Now I want to work my way closer to the q. So the first thing I want to move on that left side is this plus 7. It's the further thing away from q, and I can cancel that plus 7 by subtracting 7 to the right side. So I bring down 5q, And 12 minus 7 is 5. Whenever I see something connected to that variable, that's a coefficient, and it means it's multiplying. So 5 is multiplying to Q. To cancel it out, I divide 5. Dividing by 5 leaves Q with just a 1 in front of it. And then on the right side, 5 divided by 5 makes 1. So that's my final answer, Q equals 1. Hopefully this gives you a good sense of how to solve some equations for a single variable term, and even a chance to combine like terms on some questions as well. Remember that you can always check that answer going back to the original. And thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you next time.